Let's start with the situation in South Sudan. Like I mentioned earlier, the ceasefire enforced on the 24th of December only took a few hours before the fighting resumed. Now the army and rebels accuse each other of this failure. Much was expected of the ceasefire, which was the first agreement reached since the violent clashes took place in July 2016 in the capital Juba between the forces of President Salva Kiir and those of Riek Machar. Riek Machar, who for more than 1 year has been in South Africa. We've seen him in the last few days. He's still the authority over his movement.
Well, that's right, Barbara. And in a recently released statement, Riek Machar said all forces should remain in their bases and to act only in self-defense or against any aggression. South Sudan's government spokesperson Ateng Wek Ateng refuted claims of the government violating the ceasefire, saying, quote, "How can we violate the ceasefire? It just went into effect. We can only fire back in self-defense," end quote. According to the rebel group's deputy spokesperson Lam Paul Gabriel, at least 20 government troops were killed in the fighting and several others left wounded. James Okuk is a political analyst in South Sudan and he joins us now from the capital, Juba. Good morning, sir, and thank you very much for accepting to speak to us about this issue this morning. So with all the finger pointing and blame games going on from both sides right now, what do you make of the situation? And is there any truth to allegations of attacks on the opposition?
The cessation of hostilities, protection of civilians and humanitarian assistance delivery agreement was signed in Addis Ababa just closer to the Christmas time. And immediately, 2 days after the signing, there were clashes within the government and the opposition. But these clashes were isolated. They were not commanded from above. And from our own investigation, we found out that what happened were just personal vendetta between the commanders who were on the ground there. And then they want to show that they are around and then they can do something. But it seemed the situation was contained very quickly by those who are above, and then they warned them that this is not the spirit that they have come up within Addis Ababa. And they want this cessation of hostilities to all, and anybody who just try to show himself as more powerful than the other one is not acceptable this time. The good thing is that the politicians who have signed this agreement are holding together, and they are saying now they are ready to move on with what they have signed. And then they go and talk about other issues which are still pending, especially issue of the governance. Then you have the issue of the economy, and then you have the issue of transitional justice. And for some of us, this is positive. If they continue like that, it means these small commanders will be known now. Where are they standing really? So they will be in a very tight corner, according to what we are observing.
And James Okuk, it's not the first time a peace agreement is violated in South Sudan. The million-dollar question is, what would it take beyond the talks, beyond the agreements, beyond seeing people lose their lives for peace to return to South Sudan?
Yeah, these two leaders, there's others. They are not the only one now in the team. There are more now. Unlike 2013, this time around there are more opposition leaders and there are more government leaders who are involved in this war situation. So all of them have agreed now that they want peace, and it seems they don't have other options apart from peace now, because the situation has gone beyond their control, especially the influx of these refugees is too much. And then you have the economic situation is also too much. And then even you have the security situation has gone even dire. And they cannot control fully the forces that they used to control in the past because of all these situations. So these leaders are themselves, they are in a big problem. And then they need to fix themselves, because it could go out of their hands if they are not very careful. So if you look at this, that's why you can see that each and every one of them is saying that he wants peace. He doesn't want anything apart from peace. Which for some of us who are observers, this is a good time. And if they develop that will, the will for peace, whatever clashes that will happen, they will get contained in a very short time. And people will move ahead with the rest of issues that are very critical for bringing this country back to the normal.
Thanks very much, James Okuk, for your input regarding the recently signed ceasefire that is now in shambles in South Sudan. Political analyst James Okuk there speaking to us from Juba.